What is up, guys? It's Verns back again with another Supercoach video. This time it's the NBA Round 11 review. And look at that, we've actually had a pretty good week this week. 215 for the round, gone up 416 places to 2,157, and scored a 1,040. Now, I know I haven't done a video in a while. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot I even do these. We've been doing the podcast with DR and Boz, obviously, and I, prep for those each week. And then I completely forgot that I was doing videos on my own channel for a minute. So sorry about that. And, you have such a quick turnaround that if you don't get one done, the round started and it just dragged on and didn't end up happening. So it's been a few weeks here. Team's been pretty whatever, just sort of stabilizing where it was, not really making too much progression. But really nice round this week, and hopefully we can start heading in the right direction. So we'll jump into it, and this is actually how I lined up for the week. So I ended up putting the C on Johnson, which was really nice. Overall, pretty good scores. The bottom three scorers not great. Obviously, Barnes just ended up playing the 3 games out of the 4. Same with Shea. So anyone that captained Shea, we got an advantage there. Booker has been pretty underwhelming in the team, but that's fine. And Maxey was obviously the most ideal caption option of the week. Now, we did end up trading Wemby, who we had in, which was a little bit unfortunate. Lost out on a few points there because, instead of Flag going out, an extra 44 points for Wemby. But, I think it was the safer play at the end of the day. There's a good chance Wemby wasn't going to play much, potentially restricted minutes, potentially missing games because he's just come back from that injury after, getting re-injured from the original injury. So, we decided to play it safe and trade him out, not expecting him to play a lot. But he ended up playing all the games, had a really good score, and we just lost out on some points. And it is what it is. I think we made the correct play, even if it didn't end up netting us the most points overall. What was a little bit unfortunate, last week we did actually bring Johnson in, and then he ended up missing the first game, and I was not over the news, which was unfortunate. This week we learned, though, I originally had Murray in, and then Murray wasn't going to play the first game, so we flipped him to Thompson, and 80 extra points over what we would have got from Murray, so really, really good there. But yeah, team was really sorry. Sengun was out for most of it. That's why I went for the KD and the Thompson. Plus, they have a really good schedule, so worked out really nicely. Plus, KD's been in some good form. Thompson's been pretty good as well. So very happy with those decisions to bring those guys in and some really good scores from them. Denny Advia has been very, very good in our team. Overall, another great week from him. And overall, just some really good scorers. So very happy with what the team's doing. Now, with this team as well, which I think looks pretty good. I mean, as much as Queen and Flag were technically rookies, they're at that point where they're matching like Booker in price. They're basically just mid-prices to, low-tier premium level. So it's really, really nice to have them. I mean, Flag only had the 3 games to get the 72, so that was awesome. But yeah, if we actually look at our money, we managed to bank 11.5 mil this week, which is insane to have such a good team and have such a good score come out. So very, very happy there. Now I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the team on the next step. The most obvious thing here is we've got 5 games for LA, which is insane, absolutely insane. So I think we bring in Doncic. I think Shea out is the most reasonable play there. So we go Luka, and that looks pretty good. Now, Luka's probably just a 1-week yo-yo. He's in, then he's back out sort of thing. Shea's back to 4 the following week, so maybe Luka just goes back to Shea. We'll figure that out as it comes, but you slap the captain on him and hope he has a really good game. Now, looking at the rest of these LA players, I just don't have any faith in any of them, unfortunately. But I guess the other thing with Luka, if you don't think he's going to play 5 games, that's perfectly fine. If he plays 4, he's going to be the top scorer in the round, potentially. Like, that's just how good this guy is. Plus, there's not that many teams on 4-game weeks, so he's just a huge premium to get. If he plays all 5, guaranteed to smash it. Plays 4, probably still going to be top tier. So, yeah, definitely lock him in for the high upside, I think. Now, this, once again, still leaves us with a lot of money to make this play. So we got a lot of things we can do here. At the end of the day, I think everyone in the team is basically playing. I don't know of any injuries. Now, I know Murray played and then got injured again. I don't know what happened, but I think Murray ended up missing more games. But Booker's obviously out. He's no longer in that good schedule, so we'll be moving him out. Murray, I actually want to have a look at. So he only got 36, and he definitely didn't play 3 games to get 36. Did he just play the 1 this week? Yeah, I ended up just playing the 1, I think, 2nd or 3rd game. So huge for those Murray owners, and I don't know what's happened there, but I'll need to check injury reports and see if he is playing or not. Definitely tune into the Supercoach Sword Play podcast tonight, because Boz will go through all that, and he's all across that. The other thing that I will shout out is I do appreciate all those that have tuned in, liked, and subscribed for the consistent injections of Supercoach content directly into the YouTube feed. I have also been streaming on Twitch, just Twitch TV LA _Verns, just La _Verns. yeah, just been playing some League and stuff on there. So if you want to come watch me game during the day, I'll probably jump on tomorrow, play again, maybe about 11 or so, maybe 20 past 11 to 3ish, so around there. Let's just say between 11 and 11:30 I'll jump on, probably play until like 3. So yeah, feel free to jump on, say hi, talk a bit with me if you want. That's cool. If not, then that's all good. I get that. But yeah, let's just say hypothetically, when I look at these top tier players and you look at them all, the only person with a 4-game week is really Murray. And then we get down to like Kenton George, who's been pretty good, has a really good schedule. Yeah, it just drops off really, really fast. So it's one of those things where I think right now I'm going to put Murray in my team with obviously needing to check what happens in these future games. If he is injured or if he's not playing, then obviously he's going to come straight out of the team. But for now, let's just throw him in because I think he's just the correct piece. Now, we still have 9 mil to play with, which is just insane. Insane how much money that is. And I feel like when I look at the field, it's like, okay, where have I got to make up for it? I've got to make up with it. Either get maybe Nemhard out for someone that can come in for Maxi, but there's just nobody I really like in that position for that price. Or, I mean, I could go right here. I think this is the trade out. If I look at the break evens, at the end of the day, Nemhard has a pretty bad break even. Now, Raynund, I'm going to say, Raynund has been pretty good, and like someone I probably want to keep. He has a good fixture too, where he has like 3-4 game weeks in a row. And then, obviously, Penda with the bad 2 games, but very low break even, so probably happy to hold there. So really it's out of Raynund, Huff, and Nemhard. Now, honestly, I think just because the way we've got money on his head, we can easily go him out, Raynund, and then I can get someone decent. Like, I can actually get someone pretty decent. I can get like a Markerman or something, and then put him on the field over like a Johnson potentially. I mean, who's going to score more in 3 games versus 4 games? Flag or Johnson? It's hard to say, honestly. But that would be a pretty safe. Like, that'd be a very good play, and that would be a huge improvement to this. Not a huge improvement because I'm moving Johnson to the bench, so it's not a huge improvement. But at the end of the day, there's not really anything we're doing. It's really just trying to move a 4-game game player for a 3-game player. Let's look at Nemhard real quick, see if there's anyone with this kind of money that I'll be looking for. So 14 mil, it's a pretty decent amount of money. It's really Kenton George, who's got a pretty good fixture, honestly. Does he outperform Maxi in 3? Maybe, most likely. I mean, he had 4 this week, did he not? And he only got 75. I feel like that was the case. Let me just have a look there. Yeah, he did have 4 and he only got 75, so I do wonder if that's obviously a return of like Markman and whatnot back to the team. It's going to obviously affect him, so that's not great. I mean, it'd be great if we could get Giddy in the sense that Giddy's not injured, but he obviously is. And then, yeah, once we start dropping down this list, it's just not good. I wouldn't even trust those guys over the 3-game weeks of Maxi. So, yeah, I don't know. I think with this third trade, it's very, very hard, in my opinion, to make this trade. Oh, sorry, I put Booker back. We're going to do Booker for Murray. Lock that in for now, and if it ends up something else, it ends up something else. But yeah, 9 mil to play with. It's just so much money to play with. I've just got so many options. So I think we're going to go Raynund for now. I'm probably getting his name wrong, so sorry. We're just going to call him Ray to end. Yeah, that's so much money. We get 17 mil to play with. We can literally get like any player we want. We got Siakam. Trey Murphy III is about to come to the end of his 4-game run, so yeah, not that. And I think, yeah, Markman, he gets a good run from here. I'm pretty sure he only played 3 to get that score as well. Didn't do anything. I didn't play that final game. Yeah, so only 3 and a really, really good score. So I think maybe that's where I'm going to take the risk on Markman. If we look at averages, who else? Anyone else standing out for me? Sengun. No, I can't have literally all of the Houston players on my team. I mean, yeah, KD, can't afford him actually. Yeah, it's Markman. Oh, either that or Michael Porter Jr. actually. So it's one or the other between the 2 of them. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. only played 2 this week. Markman played 3. Boz talked about it where he's like, obviously Brooklyn are looking to tank right now, so there is a good chance from this point forward that he's just gonna miss games from injuries. because they're just trying to tank. Obviously, you got LeBron with 5, but there's no way he's playing all 5. Best case scenario is playing 3, and there's just no point. So I think we're probably going to look at maybe the cheapest guy in Markman. It means that we get another mil left over in the bank, so when we're doing trades like next week, we'll be able to facilitate them a bit easier. And I think they're all at the same risk here of actually playing all the games. So yeah, I think we'll go Markman, which isn't bad. 2 mil still plenty of money in the bank, which is nice to try and make some moves. And yeah, we can get him in. Then the question is, who does he come in for? 4-game Markman over Johnson? Is he even going to play all 4 games? Does he have back-to-backs? That's a great question. Because back-to-backs will definitely affect him playing. So it does not tell me when those are. Yeah, we got a back-to-back Thursday into Friday. Oof. I think we still roll the dice with Markman at this point in time. And gosh, do we go over Johnson? Does he have any back-to-backs in his 3-game week? Because if he does, 14, 16, 18, now he's a good 2-day break between all of these, let alone the break right now he's about to get as well. So he gets 2-day break, sorry, like a break in between, like 1-day break, 1-day break, 1-day break, which is really, really nice. And he gets a 1-day break on the Monday. So yeah, this is going to be the hardest decision I'm going to have to make. I love where the team's at right now. I think this looks really good in a lot of ways. It's really just, maxing on the 3 games only, which is really, really good. I just don't know if it's even worth putting Johnson on the bench. 20 mil on the bench for 3 games over a Flag. And Flag's good enough to, put 100 out in 4 games, but Johnson's good enough to put 100 out in 3 games. So, yeah, I'll figure that out. But I think that's how the team's looking at the moment, guys. I think the team's looking really, really good. We're in a really nice position. Even if I just sort of do this sort of thing, if we're managing to put, like, Flag on the bench sort of thing, that means we are in a fantastic position. Team is just good. We've got, like, a lot of the most expensive sort of guys here that we want on this week. And, yeah, team just looks awesome. But, yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, look, I guess the other thing I could always look at as well is technically I could bounce like a Durant down, and then I don't have to get. Could look at some of these small forwards. Now we're just going to leave it how it is. Anyway, that's going to be it for the day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it all. Maybe see some of you guys tomorrow in my chat, but I doubt it. But we'll see. Anyway, till next time. Peace. Later.